There's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while.
Go for it.
I've tried really hard for the last couple of years or so. I've tried really hard to like make myself a better person. Like I really want to be a good person. I don't want to objectify anyone. I don't want to pass judgment on anyone else. I want to be accepting. I want to be open. I want to be one of the good white people.
Right.
And then I found Tinder. And I've
man.
regressed. I have regressed. I am the worst person in the world. Tinder is maybe the worst thing that has ever existed. I swear. I honestly believe that it is the worst thing in like our society, and I really haven't stopped. It hasn't stopped me. It hasn't hindered me at all.
How are you doing on Tinder?
Well, everybody else had got a Tinder around in this area. People got Tinders all around the same time, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to be anything. I don't want to be part of that. You know, I haven't never done OkCupid or Match or anything like that. I don't like to date people for that matter. I rarely do it.
Right.
I rarely date people. So I avoided Tinder, obviously. And then one of my friends was like, you have to do it. It's like a social experiment. I mean, it's basically like the things that people write on here and like the pictures they choose of themselves as like, this is my advertisement of who I am.
Yeah.
And it is, I mean, like, I guess I should explain how Tinder works.
Yeah.
All of this talking does not explain how Tinder is an application in which you just go through people and you judge them based on whether you find them attractive or not. And if you swipe,
and there's deliberate motions for whether you like someone or not. If you think they're attractive, then you swipe them right, and if you don't, then you swipe them left.
And when you swipe them left, it says nope on the screen. Like, you might as well be just giving people the middle finger as it goes. Just fuck you. I mean, like,
yeah.
I feel so bad every time, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm noping people so fast. I'm just swipe. And then I realize somewhere like, these could be nice people. These could all be very nice, excellent. And it hurts my heart to do it.
I mean, what's your Tinder, like, do you go through all their pictures? Do you go through their profile? Like, when you find somebody that could be interesting, say somebody's like a maybe, what's your next step?
First of all, I read their about me thing.
Oh, you do?
I always do. I mean, like, it's the first thing. When you click on it, it's right there below the picture. But it can be such, oh gosh. Again, like, I guess something I'm really attracted to is like when somebody uses, like, you want it to be different. It doesn't, I don't want it to read like live, laugh, love or something, something like that.
Right.
I want it to be something that I've just never even thought of or heard before, which is totally unfair. Yeah, but it's completely unfair for me to expect that somebody should put enough thought into this. Somebody should be catering to me so much. They should be putting an original thought that's going to impress me immediately in text form. I mean, it's an outrageous thought to have. And I'm swiping through noping people so fast, and they could all be interesting people. Like, I could have swiped nope to like the love of my life and would never know it because I was just going through and I was like, no, that person, that's a notebook quote. And I was like, I don't care about that. I just feel awful. I feel awful about the person that Tinder has made me. Just judging people based on their exteriors like an asshole. Like a terrible, terrible asshole.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to think, people are noping you, too.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know by the amount of matches I get. They are noping me hard. I'm getting noped left and right. Well, you only get noped one direction. I'm getting noped left. And like some of the pictures that people have, one of my favorites was this person who, it had her name and then like her original picture, her picture that she's like advertising herself with was just a horse. It was just a horse. That's what she wanted people to know about her. First of all, the first thing you should know about me is horse.
I'm a horse.
So
hey, if this relationship is gonna work, you need to know I'm a horse.
If that's gonna piss off your parents, then but I am a horse. So, and as it turned out, she wasn't a horse. She had other pictures.
Did you message her?
No, I can't have a horse in my. You know how my family would look at me if I dated a horse again. Oh. But
I'm
Tinder,
sorry for that one. Anyway, move along.
I know. I just.
What do you got going for your pictures on Tinder?
My pictures on Tinder. I think mine are just like my last 5 profile I put 0 effort into mine, so that makes it even more hypocritical for me because I didn't put any effort into what I did.
Well, because if you put effort in, then it's like a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like then you almost feel bad about yourself.
I think the moment that I get a match on Tinder, even if I say hi to this person, because like if you end up liking each other and you get a match, you get to talk to the person, and I'm like, oh hey, and then I'm just just like, this is not going anywhere. This is never going to go anywhere.
Right.
I'm never going to make a deep connection.
I was talking to a girl on Tinder, and she said she liked fireworks, and then I stopped talking to her.
Well, what a turnoff.
Exactly. Why would I couldn't date someone like that.
Who's into fireworks?
I have no idea. Stupid people. Last 4th of July when I was like, we went out, we took a bus for a half an hour to go to the fireworks place. We got there, it's fucking crowded, all the food is overpriced, then the fireworks start, and like 2 seconds in I'm like, why the hell are we here? Why are we doing this? Fireworks are so dumb. There's no plot, there's nothing to keep me engaged.
I mean, that would be pretty difficult to orchestrate.
Yeah, but it would be impressive, and then maybe I'd be a little more interested.
It'd be pretty tough to orchestrate character development into a fireworks show. Well, it started out really great, but around season 2, the colors just weren't working for me the way that they did. It was like they had an idea that they based the first 5 minutes around, and then it just fell apart at the end.
Yeah.
Like they're just trying to shock you.
I totally saw that twist coming. I mean, explosion? Duh.
I had a girl on Tinder tell me one of her first things. I don't know how we got it. I mean, it's probably just because that's all I do is work and then get off and watch TV. But the girl was like, I don't really watch that much TV. And then I just stopped. I just didn't. I didn't respond to anything else she said.
Yeah.
And I didn't even feel bad about it. I was just like, oh, that's a stranger.
No.
Rejection for me means nothing to her.
The worst thing I've probably done on Tinder was I asked a girl out and then decided that I didn't want to go out with her. So then I asked her out and then she said yes. And then there was zero follow-up. On my part, it was just a hard change of mind.
You've dropped me for worst thing.
It was kind of like the opposite of the Grinch, where my heart shrank 3 sizes that day, and I blocked her. I'm so sad. That poor person is just sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? Tinder. You can't take Tinder too hard.
Tinder, you fickle thing, you. I feel bad for people. I wonder if people really are on there thinking like, this is where I meet them. This is where I meet the person that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with.
Isn't that weird that it's totally possible? Like in the future, there's going to be like grandparents who are going to be like, oh, we met on OkCupid, or we met on Hot or Not.
Oof. How does Hot or Not work?
I think it's like the exact same thing. Oh. But the thing about Hot or Not is that you get an overall score of how hot you are from 1 to 10, and that is just too much information for me. That is
no, I don't want to know what people think.
I do not want to know. Because I have an idea, and it's not a high score, and it's probably even lower than what I think. So I'll just live in my safe denial for now.
Oh man, I couldn't handle that. Yeah, I couldn't handle people judging me based, because then not only are people judging me, but I'm judging them. Like I'm going through and giving them, whatever number my personal preference is.
Right.
And then on the other end, people are just like shitting on me.
Right.
That's awful. That's an awful thing. A sick fuck made that app.
But the sad thing too is that you could probably be like complimenting somebody. Wow, this person's a 10, and they're like on the opposite end giving you a 1.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Which that already happens enough. Like
yeah, exactly.
With eye contact
I have that
alone.
Too much in real life already.
If I'm out, I can tell when I'm like really attracted to somebody and they are just like not having it, and that's when I'm like, well, I'm a 1 to that person. And
yeah, it's too bad you can't like walk up to a girl at a bar and be like 10, and then she'll just be like 3.5, and then you walk away.
Just smiling as big as you were before.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. What happens when you get a shared friend? Is that more exciting or is that less exciting?
Well, here's the deal. It creates a lot of anxiety for me, I think. All of a sudden there's this like expectation. All you wanted to say was, yeah, I found this person attractive. And then you get a match and you're like, oh, how exhausting. Now I have to try to force this connection that's probably not there.
Right.
There's a lot of people that I find attractive that, afterwards you meet them. And you're like,
right.
No thanks. No thank you. I'm sure people have done that to me as well. And then there's some people you meet that, you're not initially that attracted to, but then you get to know their personality and they become, way more attractive to you. Fuck, I can't even talk. Oh, I'm on a fucking podcast and I don't know how to talk. I have my own fucking podcast and I can't talk. It's like,
I got where you were going.
No, it's over. I'm done with this. Fuck.
Well, it was a good run.